Thank you, and don't forget, you gotta grind 24/7, guys. The grind.
Hey guys, and welcome back to The Grind. Yes, we are open 24/7. My name is Don Monaster. I am the CEO and President of General Informatics, and we are here today for another episode of The Grind. Now, in episode 1, I talked about spirit, mind, and body. And last episode, we talked about the body, how to prepare the body to execute at a super high level, because guys, let's face it, it is a grind. And your body's got to be ready. It's got to be ready to be able to execute at that super high level. And the way we do that is to tap into that supernatural energy that we can get to. So, how do we get there? Well, today, before we get into the spirit, we're going to talk a little bit about the mind. And I will admit that this was one of the hardest chapters for me to write in Enhanced Life Performance because it's not something that I spend a lot of time thinking about. One of the things that I always suggest is that our mind really is created by the engine of our brain. What's the difference between the brain and the mind? I like to think that mindfulness is what we're talking about, and this is something that we really need to focus on, because if we don't understand the difference between what our brain does and how we achieve mindfulness, it's really difficult to get your body in alignment with your mind and with your spirit. As I mentioned, this was one of the most difficult chapters that I wrote in Enhanced Life Performance. And I found a particular item from a book called Mindsight that really spoke to me. This is Mindsight, the New Science of Personal Transformation. The author writes, our minds are created within relationships, including the one that we have with ourselves. Each of us has a unique mind, unique thoughts, feelings, perceptions, memories, beliefs, and attitudes, and a unique set of regulatory patterns. These patterns shape the flow of energy and information inside us, and we share them with other minds. It proves that integration is a large part of what we do when we talk about mindfulness. Let me break that down one more time and summarize what we're talking about. The brain is the engine for mindfulness. Guys, our brain is what processes thought. Think of that as your central processing unit. Of course, an IT guy would come up with that, right? But your ability to be mindful, your ability to be aware, conscious, and then integrate with others is what we as humans do to create this mindfulness state. A lot of folks say that our mindfulness permeates every cell in our body, not just the brain. Next week, I'll talk a little bit about the spirit. I'll talk about the soul. Where is the soul physically? Where is mindfulness physically? Is it the brain? My challenge to you is to bifurcate the two, the brain and mindfulness, and understand that while we have to test our brain, we have to challenge our brain, we have to constantly find new information, constantly learn, constantly be exposed, right? To continue to make your brain active and continue to allow it to do the thing that it is absolutely designed to do. But mindfulness is taking the time to understand that we're aware, we're conscious, and once we get to those two states, our next step is to integrate. It's to talk to others. It's to share. Guys, my name's Don Monaster. I'm the CEO of General Informatics, and this is The Grind. We're open 24/7. Can't wait to see you next week.
The grind.